What it does is it makes the government the guarantor of your rights. That's not how it works. We're against the government. The government is the infringer of our rights. But now the government has found itself as the guarantor of our rights, which is like, okay, that's kind of like an abusive relationship.
Yeah, they become a form of state largesse.
Exactly. It should be local community resisting central authority. Yeah. And that's what it would be if it wasn't for the way that the modern state operates. Because the modern state says, okay, well, universal rights for everyone under every condition all the time. And I'm going to bring in a bunch of foreigners. They have the same rights as you. And now I have to defend them against you because your majority demographic power is actually infringing on their right to religion or on their right to free speech or whatever, you know, their right to not be discriminated against, all sorts of things. And so now the government has actually positioned itself as the defender of these minorities against the majority. And this is why you've got 12,000 people a year processed through the courts or whatever, you know, however many it is, in defense of a minority. So the government has actually flipped itself into being the victim of the wider society. And this whole thing is only possible through liberal philosophy.
Rights understood as a kind of like generous state guaranteed, state underwritten largesse necessarily burden the state.
What it does though is it conceptually renders the people being oppressed by the state as the oppressors of the people the state is trying to protect. The state takes on a demented view of its own responsibilities.
Oh, yes.
We saw this at Southport where Keir Starmer was like, right, 24-hour courts, you are going down for this. And it's like, well, what happened? Well, these people have had foreigners imposed on them and those foreigners are killing their children.
Yes.
The state's choice, this was a matter of government policy to inflict horror on the people of England, and the state accuses them of being the oppressors of the people who are victimizing them. And so it's a demented interpretation of what governance is, and this is only possible through the liberal view of human rights.